In today's last session of continuity and differentiability, once again I welcome you all. Today we are going to learn the last topic of continuity and differentiability, that is second order derivative, which is again very important. Till now we have studied chain rule, logarithmic function, implicit function, parametric functions. Okay, so today is the last session of continuity in which we are going to study second order derivative. Now what is a second order derivative? Suppose you have got a function y is equal to fx. Now y is equal to fx. When you differentiate y is equal to fx with respect to x, what you are going to get? Dy by dx is equal to f dash x. I have differentiated y is equal to fx with respect to x and I got dy by dx is equal to f dash x, and this is called your first order derivative. When you differentiate this equation once again, what you are going to get? D by dx of dy by dx is equal to the derivative of f dash x will be f double dash x, and here you are going to get d square y by dx square, and that equals to f double dash of x, and this is called your second order derivative. Second order derivative. Now we will see some questions which are based on second order derivative. We will see 5.7 questions in which you can find total 17 questions are there. So I am going to do few questions for you so that the concept of second order derivative will be clear to you. So let's see some questions. Now see exercise 5.7. 1 to 10 question, if you see, you have to find the second order derivative of the functions, and rest of the question is all prove that questions. So 1 to 10, among 1 to 10 I am going to do two questions for you, first question and fifth question. Now see the first question, very simple. Let y is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2. It's a very simple question. You have to find the second order derivative. So first you will differentiate with respect to x. So when you differentiate, what you are going to get? Dy by dx is equal to differentiation of x square is 2x, and differentiation of 3x is only 3, because when you differentiate x you are going to get the answer as 1, and the derivative of 2 is 0. So you got 2x plus 3. Now again differentiating with respect to x, because you need to find the second order derivative. So you have to differentiate once again this one. So d square y by dx square is equal to d by dx of 2x plus 3. When you differentiate this one once again, the derivative of 2x is only 2, because 2 is constant and the derivative of x is 1. And what is the derivative of 3? Since it is only constant, so the answer is 0. So you got the answer of second order as 2. Clear? You have to first differentiate, normal differentiation, you all know how to differentiate, and once again you have to differentiate. When you differentiate 2 times, that will be your second order derivative. Now let's see the fifth question here. Y is equal to, let y is equal to x cube log x. Y is equal to x cube log x. Now this is the product of two functions. So differentiating with respect to x, you will apply product rule. First function into derivative of log x is 1 by x, plus second function into derivative of x cube is 3x square. So here both gets cancels out, you are getting only x square here, plus 3x square log x. So this is first derivative. Now again you will differentiate, so you are going to get d square y by dx square, correct? What is the differentiation of x square? It's better that you first write down like this, and in the next step you differentiate. Differentiation of x square is 2x, and when you differentiate this, again you have to apply product rule here. So 3 will be constant bracket first function x square derivative of log x into 1 by x plus second function into derivative of x square is 2x. Clear? So this x and this x gets cancels out and you are going to get 2x plus 3 into x plus 2x log x. Now what it will do? 2x, you will open the bracket, 3x plus 3 into 2 is 6x log x. Correct? This 2 you can just add, 2x plus 3x is your 5x plus 6x log x. From this 2 you can take x common. So when you take x common, you are going to get 5 plus 6 log x. And the final answer is, second order derivative is d square y by dx square is equal to x into 5 plus 6 log x. The same concept you have to apply. Differentiation is same chain rule, method, everything is same. Only thing is you have to differentiate 2 times. The first differentiation and then again you have to differentiate. That is the only thing in the second order derivative you have to do it. I hope this question is clear to you. Now the rest of the question, like you have the second question, the third question, 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Just do it by yourself. All are simple question. You have to just differentiate 2 times. Now let's see the next set of question. If you see question number 11th, it is again a prove that question, and then you can see 12 to 17. It's all show that and prove that questions. So again I am going to do few questions for you. So let's see the questions here. See this 12th question of your exercise 5.7. If y is equal to cos inverse x, find d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. What is the meaning of this? That means if you find the answer, if you go for second order derivative, the answer will be in terms of only y. So what you will do here, what I am doing, y is equal to cos inverse x. So x will be cos y. Clear? Y is equal to cos inverse x means x will be what? Cos y. Now differentiating with respect to x. So when you differentiate, what is the derivative of x with respect to x? It's 1. Derivative of cos y is minus sin y into dy by dx, because you are differentiating with respect to x. So you have to differentiate y also. Chain rule you have to apply here. So finally you got the value of dy by dx as minus 1 by sin y. dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by sin y, which is minus cosec y. So you got the first order derivative as minus cosec y. Now what you will do, you will again go for the second order derivative. Now differentiating with respect to x. So dy by dx, when you differentiate once again, you are going to get d square y by dx square, which is equal to d by dx of minus cosec y. Now what is the derivative of cosec y? The derivative of cosec y is cosec y into minus cosec y into cot y. So minus and minus will become what? Plus. So what you are going to get? The derivative of cosec y is minus cosec y cot y, but minus and minus will become plus. Since you are differentiating with respect to x, you have to apply chain rule. Cosec y into cot y into derivative of y, that is dy by dx. Clear? So here you are going to get d square y by dx square. Now what you will do here, in place of dy by dx, you are going to put minus cosec y. Clear? So here cosec y cot y into, in place of dx, you will substitute the value as minus cosec y. And when you simplify, you are going to get minus cosec square y into cot y, and this is the answer for the second order derivative. Once again I am repeating, the question is if y is equal to cos inverse x, find d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. So y is equal to cos inverse x, what you have done, you have taken x is equal to cos y. This will make your question more easier, okay. Otherwise if you go directly differentiate it, यहाँ पे आपको 1 by root over 1 minus x square मिल जाएगा, तो x को y में convert करने में दिक्कत होगी वहाँ पे. So it's better that x is equal to cos y if you take it, and if you differentiate it, you got 1 is equal to minus sin y into the derivative of y, that is dy by dx. Now when you simplify, the value of dy by dx is minus 1 by sin y, and minus 1 by sin y is your cosec y. What you will do once again, because you have to find second order derivative, you will again differentiate with respect to x. So when you differentiate, d square y by dx square is equal to d by dx of minus cosec y. Minus cosec y, the derivative of cosec y is what? Minus cosec y, cot y. Minus and minus will become plus. So cosec y into cot y. Since you are differentiating it with respect to x, so y will also be differentiated once again. So you are getting dy by dx. Then substitute the value of dy by dx as minus cosec y here, simplify, and you got the answer of d square y by dx square as minus cosec square y into cot y. So this is the way of solving the second order derivative. Hope this question is clear to you. Now see question number 13. If y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, show that x square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0. Now what is the meaning of this y2? I told you before also, the meaning of y2 is second order derivative, because second order derivative is also denoted by y2, and the meaning of y1 is first order derivative, correct? So now we'll start the question here. Y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. Now what you will do, you will differentiate with respect to x, so dy by dx is equal to 3 is constant, cos log x, cos of something, so minus sin log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x. Now plus, when you differentiate this, again 4 is constant, sin of something, cos of log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x. I have applied chain rule here, correct? So you can take 1 by x common. So when you take 1 by x common, what you are going to get? Minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. Okay, so this is your first order derivative. Again differentiating with respect to x. So when you differentiate again, d square y by dx square is equal to, this is the product of two functions. This is second function and this is your first function. So you will apply product rule here. First function into derivative of second. Derivative of second will be what? Minus 3 sin log x cos log x into derivative of log x 1 by x. Plus 4 is constant, cos log x, when you differentiate, derivative of cos log x is minus sin log x into 1 by x. Close the bracket. Correct? Plus second function you will write down as it is, minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. 1 by x, derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Clear? Now what you will do here, if you take from here 1 by x outside, 1 by x and this 1 by x, when you multiply you are going to get 1 by x square, and you will find that 1 by x square and 1 by x square is common in both these terms. So you will take out. Now when you take out, what you are going to get? The first is minus 3 cos log x minus 4 sin log x. Correct? Here this minus 1 by x square, when it multiply with plus sign, it will become minus. Correct? And what you are going to get here? Minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. What I have done, I have taken 1 by x square outside. Correct? Now if you see this term carefully, if I'll take minus outside, what you're going to get? 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x is your question. Correct? And you can write down in place of this one as y. Okay, if you take minus sign outside, you are going to get inside the bracket 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, which is your y. So here I can write down in the next step as d square y by dx square is equal to 1 by x square into this value. I am writing it as minus, I have taken common, you got only y, because this is your y. Correct? Now what about this? Minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. See here in this question, this is your dy by dx. When you take this x to this side, when you multiply this x here, that means x dy by dx, the value of x dy by dx will be what? Minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. That means in place of this one, you can write it down it as minus x dy by dx. Is that clear? In place of this one, what I have written? Y, because if I'll take minus sign outside, you're going to get the same question and you can write down in place of this one as y there. What about this one? This is your actually derivative, but 1 by x is there. So when you take this 1 by x here, when you cross multiply, the value of x into dy by dx will be what? Minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. So in place of this one, you can write down x dy by dx. Now what we will do here? D square y by dx square is equal to 1 by x square into, I think I can do one thing here. What I am doing here, I'll just cross multiply. This x square I'll take here. So x square d square y by dx square is equal to minus y minus x dy by dx. Now I'm combining it. I'm taking x dy by dx to this side, so plus x dy by dx, and y also this side, plus y is equal to 0. And what is this? This is your x square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0, and you have proved it. Is that clear? Once again I am telling, you have to first differentiate. Second, when you differentiate, you have to apply product rule. So first function derivative of second plus second function into derivative of the first one. You will observe that here also 1 by x, you take common here. So this 1 by x, it will be multiplied with this 1 by x, and you are going to get 1 by x square. And you will find that 1 by x square and 1 by x square is common in both the term. So you can take out. Correct? So what is left out? You have written here, and you have to see here carefully. ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है सेकंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव में, ठीक है? आप चाहो तो डायरेक्टली भी आप इस फॉर्मूला में आपने सेकंड ऑर्डर निकाला, फिर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर निकाला, वहां सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, एंड यू कैन गेट द आंसर एज 0. But it will take, I mean, you need lot of time to solve that type that questions. Okay, you have to substitute the value, then multiply, then simplify. This is the easiest way. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? You have taken minus common, y डाल दिया, और यहाँ पे भी मैंने बता दिया x dy by dx. इसको simplify कर दीजिए. And finally you got the answer as x square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0, and you have proved the question. I think this question is clear to you. Moving on to the next question here. So this is your 15th question. If y is equal to 500 e power 7x plus 600 e power minus 7x, show that d square y by dx square is equal to 49y. Now what you will do here, you will again first differentiate with respect to x. So 500 is constant. E power 7x, what is the derivative of e power x? E power x. But here since it is 7x, you have to apply chain rule. E power 7x into derivative of 7x, which is 7. So into 7. Plus here 600 e power minus 7x. When you differentiate, e power minus 7x into derivative of minus 7x, which is e power 7x into minus 7. Okay, so 500 e power 7x into 7, this minus when you multiply, you're going to get 600 e power minus 7x into 7. Okay, in both the term you can take 7 common. So 500 e power 7x minus 600 e power minus 7x. Correct. Again we will differentiate. Differentiating with respect to x. So d square y by dx square will be equal to d by dx of 7 into 500 e power 7x minus 600 e power minus 7x. Now when you differentiate here, 7 is constant, so you will take out 7, and again when you differentiate, 500 is constant, e power 7x, again e power 7x into derivative of 7x, that is 7. Clear? Minus here also 600 is constant, e power minus 7x, derivative of e power minus 7x is e power minus 7x into derivative of minus 7x is minus 7 here. Minus 7. Now what you will do, from again these two term you can take 7 common. So 7 into 7 will become 49, and here you are going to get 500 e power 7x. This minus and minus will become plus 600 e power minus 7x. Clear what I have done? In the first derivative I have taken 7 common. In the second derivative when you differentiate, again you find that 7 is common. So 7 into 7, 49. So what is left out? 500 e power 7x plus 600 e power minus 7x. What is this? If you carefully observe this is actually your question, that is y. So in place of this one you can write down y. So what you are going to get here now? D square y by dx square is equal to 49. In place of this one you can write down y, and this is what you have to prove, that d square y by dx square is equal to 49y. So this is the way you have to proceed. Always remember, अगर आप इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करके सॉल्व करने से ज़्यादा अच्छा होगा कि इस तरह से आप सॉल्व करें. थोड़ा सा सोचें कि कैसे आप इसको कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, कैसे y डाल सकते हैं, कैसे dy by dx डाल सकते हैं और show that question को solve कर सकते हैं. So I think the questions which I have solved now, it's clear to you. Now the rest of the question is a work for you. Question number 14th, 15th and not 15th I have already done it. 14th, 16th, 17th you do it by yourself. Now there is a home assignment for you. You can see the first question. If y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x, then prove that d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. Very simple question. You have to differentiate, and when you find the second order derivative you will observe that you are going to get the same y. So you can simplify that. Second also, y is equal to sin inverse x the whole square. It's a prove that question. Again you can do it. Third also, prove that question. Y is equal to sin of sin x. Prove that d square y by dx square plus tan x dy by dx plus y cos square x is equal to 0. Now fourth and fifth is a parametric form. So here x and y both are given and you are told to find d square y by dx square. तो यहाँ पे एक चीज़ आपको ध्यान रखना है, मैं आपको एक एग्जाम्पल से इसको समझाती हूँ कि आप कैसे कर सकते हैं. Suppose you have got a question, x is equal to a t square, y is equal to 2at. Parametric form में you have done this question. Now you are told to find d square y by ds square. What you will do here? First, normal differentiation, differentiating with respect to t. So you are going to do a is constant, t square 2t, a into 2t. When you combine it, you are going to get 2at. Correct. When you differentiate this one, dy by dt, 2at, what is the derivative of 2at? 2a is constant and differentiation of t is 1. Now if you want to find dy by dx, you are going to get dy by dt by dx by dt. That means 2a by 2at. So 2a gets cancels out and you are going to get 1 by t. Now the question is you have to find d square y by dx square. That means again you have to differentiate this. Differentiating with respect to x. Okay, so when you differentiate it, d square y by dx square, correct? 1 by 2 you are differentiating with respect to x, remember, so you have to apply chain rule. So 1 by t, what is the derivative of 1 by t? Minus 1 by t square into derivative of t. That is very very important. ये याद रखना, यहाँ पे stop नहीं करना क्योंकि आप differentiate कर रहे हो with respect to x. So 1 by t when you differentiate, minus 1 by t square into dt by dx, because you are differentiating t also here. Now what you will do here? So d square y by dx square is equal to minus 1 by t square. You have to substitute the value of dt by dx, but you have dx by dt as 280. Then what will be dt by dx? The reciprocal. Dx by dt is 280. dt by dx will be what? 1 by 280. So in place of dt by dx, you have to substitute रेसिप्रोकल बिकॉज यू हैव dt बाई dx नॉट dx बाई dt. ठीक है, इसको ध्यान देना. अब यहाँ पे आप क्या करेंगे, आपने क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट किया? 1 बाई 280. ठीक है, रेसिप्रोकल डाल दिया. नाउ सिंप्लीफाई दिस. सो 1 बाई 280 क्यूब इज योर d स्क्वायर y बाई dx स्क्वायर. सो दिस इज द वे यू हैव टू proceed for the home assignment work also. फोर्थ क्वेश्चन एंड फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन दोनों को सेपरेटली डिफरेंशिएट करिए एंड देन याद रखना जब आप उसको सेकेंड ऑर्डर करेंगे तो यहाँ पे थीटा को भी आपको विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू एक्स करना है, मतलब डी थीटा बाई डी एक्स भी आएगा वहाँ पे. ठीक है, तो ये आप जरूर वहाँ पे उसका वैल्यू को सब्स्टिट्यूट करना. इवन फिफ्थ इज ऑल्सो सेम टाइप पैरामेट्रिक फॉर्म, सेम प्रोसीजर जैसे मैंने आपको कराया वैसे ही आप करेंगे. So children, today I have finished the chapter continuity and differentiability. Hope the topics which I have covered during the complete session is clear to you, and you must have done the home assignments and the works which I have given you. So do practice at home, correct? We'll be meeting soon with the next new topic, new chapter, that is application of derivative in the next class. So thank you so much and be safe.